So I have some big news for you guys. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, this is probably 2-month-old news for you, but if you're only following me here, this is going to be new news for you. I recently got engaged. I've known my fiance for about 3 or 4 years now. We've been dating for 2. I did meet him here in Los Angeles. His family is from Argentina, and last year we actually spent Thanksgiving in Argentina, so we weren't here celebrating Thanksgiving, but this year we are going to be in LA having Thanksgiving with both families. So my mom is going to be flying in along with my stepdad and her sister. They're going to be meeting my fiance's family for the first time, and we're going to be spending Thanksgiving together. So that led me to thinking up some recipes for Thanksgiving. I wanted to come up with a dish that both families would enjoy together. Because I am in charge of stuffing this year, I came up with this recipe. I've already prepped some of the ingredients, so all we need to do is mix it all together, and I will show you guys what I did to get it to this step. You'll need about 8 cups of unseasoned bread cubes. I had a hard time finding this pre-packaged, so I ended up making my own out of sourdough bread that I found at Whole Foods for $2.99 a loaf. I did end up finding a tiny section that had pre-packaged unseasoned bread cubes, but in the case that you can't find it or want to make your own, it is super easy, and I'll show you how. Slice your bread into half-inch pieces. Then stack them and slice into half-inch squares. The cubes do not have to be perfect. I had some larger pieces and some smaller pieces. It'll give your stuffing a rustic, homemade feel. We're going to be toasting the bread to dry it out. Try to lay out the bread cubes in one layer so that they can toast evenly. The reason why we want to dry out the bread is so that it will absorb the liquid once we add it in. Toasting it is the fastest way to dry it out. This is optional, but I decided to add woodear mushrooms. I love the crunch and texture that comes from them, so I put a handful in a little bowl and soaked it. Now you want to add the classics. I used celery, onion, and grated garlic into this. If you're using the woodear mushrooms, go ahead and strain them out, dry them on a paper towel, and give them a rough chop. So the star of the stuffing is Chinese sausage. I think it works so well in here because it adds a nice sweet and savory flavor. Here I'm peeling off the casing. You can go ahead and leave that on if you'd like, but I like it better without. Slice the sausage into bite-sized pieces. I like to cut them at an angle just for presentation purposes. I'm also adding spicy Italian sausage for another element of texture and flavor. Melt half a stick of butter in a large sauté pan. Add onions, garlic, celery. Cook this down for about 5 minutes. Then add the woodear mushrooms, stir everything together, and push everything to the side. Then add your Italian sausage and cook through. Add your Chinese sausage. Stir everything together for about 5 minutes, then remove from heat. By now your bread cubes should be finished baking. Let them cool completely before storing in a Ziploc and placing on the counter until ready to use. I know that the holiday can be a really stressful time of the year, especially if you're hosting or entertaining. I have hosted an entire Thanksgiving, Christmas for many years. I have found some hacks along the way, of course. If you can prep some of these things the night ahead, it really does help things go smoothly. I made all of this yesterday. And then the bread cubes. We're gonna go ahead and add 2 eggs. And then to this, I am going to use chicken stock or vegetable stock like I'm using here. I'm using sage, rosemary, and then I have parsley as well. I'm just gonna get these chopped up and added to this liquid mixture. Get this combined. Now you just want to pour this on top. I like to go in with my hands just so I can feel that everything is getting evenly distributed. Transfer the stuffing into your prepared baking dish. So this will go into a 375-degree oven. Let's give it a try. I love the woodear mushroom in here. It gives it a nice, like, crunchy, chewy texture. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is my Asian American Thanksgiving stuffing. I guess this would be called dressing because it's not actually being stuffed into a turkey. You guys like turkey? I'm not big on turkey. I would rather have like prime rib, ham, or duck. Let me know in the comments below what your family serves at Thanksgiving. I just want to say thank you to all of you guys for following along, whether that is here on Facebook or on Instagram. Whether you're here to learn how to cook or find some inspiration or even just like live and learn with me, I'm grateful for all of you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. I will see you guys on Facebook, Instagram, or in my next video. Bye.